Stop doing this non-central fallacy thing. The internment camps to be necessary as part of mass deportation. They have to say somewhere being processed. No? Fuck off. Fuck off. That's not what anybody's talking about. And stop pretending that that's what people are talking about. Nobody is talking about a temporary holding area while people are being deported. They're talking about areas where massive amounts of people are being shoved and forced to live there for extended periods of time. Anytime you try to play something like this, you look like an idiot for good reason. Don't do that. Don't do this. Okay? There are going to be internment camps. There are no internment camps. Well, where are they going to hold them while they're deporting them? Okay, fine. You win, I guess. But you're not convincing anybody. Sorry, I didn't mean to attack you personally. I love you.
Choose. Normalizing January 6th, it's a day of love. It's a day of love. I'll say it again and again and again. Normalizing enemy from within. I'll say it again and again. I'll say it again and again until you get tired of it, until it's not so funny anymore, or you think he doesn't mean it until you realize he does mean it and it's too late.
Here's the big issue, okay? The boiling pot is real. You do not realize where you're at when you move there in small steps. The Donald Trump has pushed the rhetoric and extended the fabric of whatever the fuck the government is able to do or meant to do or what parties are meant to do. He's pushed it so far that it does make other ideas more palatable or more possible. That is true. And this is why, even though you're going to be called unhinged and Trump derangements or whatever, you have to call these things out as they happen. Everybody in the media, me included, was complicit in trying not to cover Donald Trump as much because it seemed unhinged when you criticized him all the time. Don't let people bully you on that. That obsessed stuff, you're obsessed, you're deranged, whatever, that's bullshit. When people say that, they're deflecting. You know why? Because if somebody comes up to me and they make a wild accusation at me, I'm not going to say, wow, you're obsessed. I'm going to tell them why the accusation is wrong. When people say, oh, you're obsessed, oh, you're deranged, they say that because they have nothing else to say. What they're really saying, when somebody says you have Trump derangements, what they're saying is, please stop talking about this particular issue. I really don't have any way to counter it. I think you're obsessed, little bro. Go away. That's what they're saying every time they say that. It's emotive, okay?
Saying these strict abortion bans are a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you kidding me? We got to wake up. And here's the good news, because I come with such dire warnings, and I mean them from the bottom of my heart as a daughter of refugees who came here escaping war, came here for America to be a part of a democracy, to be a part of building something beautiful where they could be free. I'm telling you, the good news is that I believe women will be the beacon in this election.
Am I losing my mind in feeling that this hyperbolic rhetoric is not helpful?
Yeah, well, 50-50 in my opinion. So when Debbie Dingell says,
God, I'm so ready for the post-apocalypse. It's going to be me and maybe two of you guys and Cenk and Mehdi, okay? And God, I hope Israel-Palestine doesn't come up while we're roaming the United States, making it safe again, okay?
He's going to start internment camps. He never said that. That is not helpful. On that, you're 100% right. Because once she says something that he didn't say, then not only the right wing, but independents will discount every other thing you've said. Not just every other thing you've said, but every other thing that anyone on the left has said. He never said internment camps. Don't say that. Now, on the other hand, Republicans, you keep denying something he 100% did say. He said, I want a total and complete shutdown on Muslims entering the country. That was back when he was running in 2016. Everybody keeps, you know why they pretend that he didn't say that? Because that sounds uncomfortable. Because it's on Muslims entering the country.
He did say this. He said this multiple times. Not only did he say this, I believe it was reported. Giuliani says Trump asked him how to do full Muslim ban. I thought it was reported that Giuliani had said that in private, Trump asked him how to do one. Former New York Mayor Rudy W. Giuliani said President Trump wanted a Muslim ban and requested he assemble a commission to show him the right way to do it legally. But he campaigned on this. He campaigned. It's not even a secret. Trump said he wanted a total shutdown until we can figure out what the hell is going on.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
What was even going on? Why were we even talking? I don't even remember. What the was even going on? What was even happening? We had the one Miami club shooting or whatever. What was going on? Besides, what was happening here with Muslims? Was anything happening at all? What the fuck? What are we even talking about? Oh. I just wanted cute videos of Honey before I left. And so I was poking him and trying to get him to meow at me. And this fucking cuck, he fucked me. Look at how hard he fucked my hand. We recently talked about Nazis in the USSR, and it made me think, do Americans get taught how the political moves right-wing parties used to take over power in Germany and Austria, the parliament takeover shenanigans, the Civil War escalations? I'm not into World War III fear-mongering, but can they see the similarities to Trump's power grabs? Here's the issue, my dude. No government is good or bad normatively, okay? Normative meaning ethical, okay? Fascism isn't bad, and democracy isn't good, and republics aren't good, and monarchies aren't bad. They're just ways of organizing power in the United States. And the reason why it's important to know that, to understand that there are just different ways of arranging a government, is because if you just assume that one form is good and one form is bad, then you assume that everybody will agree with you that anything that leads to the bad one is bad, and that we should just value things that lead to the good one as being good. But that's not true. There are people, I've said this for probably over 2 years now, I think, right? I've said that if you were to describe fascism without using the word fascism to Republicans, they would be on board with it. They'd probably be okay with it. In certain worlds, far leftists would be okay with a lot of authoritarian regimes as well. Liberals are just losing ground. Literally, the SPD. But anyway, this stuff is not, like, Trump said this. Trump said all this stuff. This is...
It was back when he was running in 2016.
Did you find the cameras? Yeah, they were downstairs. Thank God.
Shutdown on Muslims entering the country. That was back when he was running in 2016. Everybody keeps, you know why they pretend that he didn't say that? Because that's
Anna's not going to respond to this at all. Spoiler alert, I watched this. The reason why I was late today by 30 minutes is because I watched this whole video. And the reason why I watched this whole video is so that I can tell you exactly what Anna's going to say and respond to, while seeming like I'm trying to make it seem like she's actually got an incredibly predictable centrist, anti-left, and carries water for Trump no matter what the saying. That's not what's actually happening. I just watched it in advance. Okay, it's not that everything she's saying is so unbelievably predictable. Okay, that I can write the script for her. It's not that. It's that I just watched it in advance, okay? Anna will not respond to this point at all.
2016.
She's going to respond, and then I'm going to have to.
Everybody keeps, you know why they pretend that he didn't say that? Because that sounds uncomfortable, because it's obviously bigoted.
Okay, he did say that. Donald Trump says a lot of dumb crap.
Oh, I missed the... Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't load the right script. My bad. We're not at the denies that he says it. I even told you this. I'm sorry, I didn't follow my own rule book. Conservatives don't deny when he does things now. They say he did, but it's either okay or he didn't mean it. My bad. I was on last year's apologia script for Trump. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I loaded the wrong program. I was doing a lot of Python yesterday. I tossed the newer one. Okay. We rolled back to an older version. I'm so sorry. Okay. Trump did say those things, but he says a lot of wacky stuff. Is Cenk going to bring up the fact that Donald Trump actually did this, though? That he did ban travel from 7 Muslim majority countries? It wasn't just a goofy idea. It wasn't just a wacky plot. It wasn't just a random slogan. He acted on this.
Okay, a lot of hateful crap, a lot of dumb crap, a lot of undemocratic crap. But let's just finish the rest of the story, right?
Okay.
Because he said that about the Muslim ban.
She's not going to say he didn't do it, right?
Tried to implement the Muslim ban. And then what happened, Cenk?
He did it. Wait. At first, he tried to go by a list that Obama had that declared some countries high risk. He didn't ban them. Where conservatives will tell the lie that, oh, Trump just banned the same countries Obama did. Obama did not ban those countries. He just had them. He had them designated for elevated screening, basically. That's what he did. Trump tried to ban those same 7 countries. And then I think because Saudi Arabia was on it, they